Well, Vicente, I think when we saw this fight on paper and everybody thought this might be a fight of the night type fight, it ended up being exactly that. What did you think of the fight this evening?
I don't know, man. I think it was a great fight. I have the tendency now to get into these crazy wars. He was tougher, than I think than last time, and I knew it was going to be like that. He was a guy that lost the fight. He was coming for the rematch. He wanted to get a win over me, and he did everything he could for that. But at the same time, I felt really, good in there. I felt like I had some new weapons, and I tried to use them the best way I could. I felt like comfortable every single round. He definitely got me in some moments, hit me with some good stuff, but I felt great. I think it was a great fight, and more than anything, I wanted to put on a show for the fans. So long without UFC, get back. I wanted to give them a good show, and I think I did that.
Yeah, no question about that. How did you feel going into the third round? Were you worried about the scores? Did you think you needed the third round, or what did you think?
I thought I needed every round, but at the same time, I felt like I took every single round. I know that he pressured me in certain moments, but I felt like through all the rounds, I was the one that was connecting the better shots and, causing more damage. And I think I heard him a little bit every single round. He could clearly, I at least saw that he felt my punches. So I was comfortable in that, but I'm the kind of guy that likes to finish fights. So I was not going to just have a safe third round and cruise to the decision. I was going to try to finish him and put him out. And, I was able to put him out. Not me, myself. The doctor had to stop it. But I don't know if it continued. I was definitely going to try to keep going and pressure him.
I was going to say it's not technically a finish, but it is a finish. But I wonder, when the doctor stepped in or the ref stopped it to bring in, did you know, obviously you had the best view of it, did you know right away, like, this is probably over?
I saw it, and it was really, a lot of damage in his eye, so I thought it might be stopped. And I went to the corner to wait for whatever they were going to decide, but in my mind, I was like 90% in my mind, I thought it was going to be stopped. But the other 10% were thinking, if it's not stopped, I'm going to go right back in there. I know that he's hurt. I'm going to go, and not let him recover. So I was ready for whatever, but I was confident I was going to get a good win tonight.
Nice. Last thing for me, a great result for you, of course. You had the long win streak. Where do you feel like you stand? What do you think you want next? What do you deserve in your next fight?
Man, I'm aiming for the top 15 guys. Before this fight, I had a fight with Thompson. It was fight of the night. It didn't go my way, but I think it was a great fight, especially for me. I could, improve so much after that. Now I'm back to the winning, ways. So I'm looking up the division. I'm definitely looking up there. I'm ranked myself, so I think now I'm going to get somebody in the top 15, maybe even in the top 10, and I'm always putting a good fight. People know that, so I think the UFC is interested in having me, in big fights.
Vicente, right here. Bryce Mitchell said that he could hear his opponent's corner during the fight, and he knew how he was going to try to reverse him, and he used that to his advantage. Were you able to hear Nico's corner in the fight?
Yeah, I could hear both corners really clearly, and it's not so much that I was anticipating what he was going to do, but especially like whenever Nico's corners wanted him to pressure me, I knew in my mind, I'll pressure him right now and not let him build up and gain, advantage over me. So, yeah, it's definitely something different, a different aspect for not having a crowd, being able to have, another view of the fight, not only my corners, but I could listen to his corners and kind of like have, if you can work with that, it's always good.
Could you hear the commentators too? I was sitting cage side and I could hear like DC on the mic.
I did. Specifically, I heard Joe Rogan once. I think it was in the first round. Nico got me down and went for the Dars. And I heard Joe Rogan go like, oh, he's going for the Dars. And then I went in my mind, no, he's not going to get the Dars. I'm the Dars guy. I'm going to get out of this right now. So it was funny. Like, I could hear a lot. Everybody out there, I could hear really clearly. But at the same time, really focus on the fight. I think it wasn't much different than if the crowd were there. Maybe we would have a lot of cheering because it was a great fight, but at the same time, I think I felt really good, and it wasn't a big difference for me.
And was one of your coaches FaceTiming you during the fight?
Yeah, my coach Daniel from Brazil, from Cerrado MMA, he's always, these three guys are in my corner, Daniel, Henry, and Gilbert. They're always in my corner, so this time it was not going to be different. He was on FaceTime talking to Gilbert and Henry, just, giving his view and letting us know what adjustments we should do.
And what did you make of the Jacare news last night? What went through your head when you heard that?
It was unfortunate, but the thing that I most hope is that he's fine, that he gets healthy, everybody gets through this, and the UFC took every single step, to keep us safe. So even though something like that happened, I don't think any of us are gonna have any kind of problems, and they took really good care of us. I feel confident, how the fight week went. So I hope that, Jacare gets through this the best way possible.